Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
What's good, Hoop Headlines fam? It's time to break down the latest Spurs rumors ahead of the NBA draft and free agency. The Spurs are sitting pretty with a coveted second overall pick, and things got interesting when they jumped up from the 8th best odds to a top spot in the lottery. Now, some are wondering if the Spurs will keep this pick or trade it, and where that might lead them. One name that's been tossed around is Rutgers guard Dylan Harper, who's considered the consensus second-best player in the draft behind Cooper Flagg. But there's a question mark over whether Harper fits with the Spurs' existing backcourt of De'Aaron Fox and Stefan Castle, who already appear to be solid starters. Despite this, many NBA insiders believe the Spurs will stick with their pick, especially if they can't get a star player in the trade market. And let's be real, some talents are just too good to pass up. Harper would be a lock at the top of most drafts, and keeping the pick keeps the Spurs' finances relatively clear, considering Fox's likely extension this summer and Victor Wembanyama's in 2 years. Now, if we're talking about trading the pick for a superstar, Giannis Antetokounmpo is widely listed as one of the few players who could convince the Spurs to give it up. But here's the thing. He hasn't asked for a trade yet, and even if he does, Milwaukee might not want to lose him unless they can retool the team while keeping him in Milwaukee. That brings us to the Bucks' pitch to Giannis, a so-called gap year that would allow them to retool while still keeping him with one team affiliation. But we're talking about whether this is a good idea or not, and it's worth considering other options like the Rockets, who might be willing to part with all-star big man Alperen Sengun for Giannis. The question remains, will Giannis end up in San Antonio, or are there better fits out there? And what about the Spurs' own guard depth? Do they really need another ball handler off the bench? Rumors say Chris Paul might not return, and with multiple suitors looking to sign him, it's clear the Spurs could use some backup. So, we're looking at a tangled web of Spurs rumors, draft possibilities, and free agency. But one thing is for sure, Hoop Headlines will be keeping an eye on it all as we count down to June 25th. We'll bring you the latest updates, analysis, and reactions from around the league. Stay tuned.